Quick, change the channel. I love Street Fighter.
It's great. It's the right mix of bad and good. Well, let's see, bad and not as bad.
As always, this episode is brought to you by Tough Wraps. Again, visit toughwraps.com for all your apparel and gear and supplements. Use code Joystick at checkout to get 10% off. Stay tough.
Boom. Guess what time it is?
Ooh.
Shisha.
Are we going to do our Twilight podcast now? Where we talk about Twilight?
I'll see myself. I gotta go.
You know what? Well, the Batman's coming up in a couple of months, so we'll start off there. But Spider-Man No Way Home is definitely the biggest thing this week. Am I right, Dom? Right, Sean?
Jesus
Come on,
Christ,
now.
man.
Woo.
I didn't give a shit about this movie until this trailer.
Oh yeah, we've been over this. Right, right.
Yeah, we've definitely punched this so hard in our chat, let alone personally. Oh yeah, definitely. Please let me shut the fuck up, Dom. As somebody who didn't like this immediately, I'm way curious. What was the problem?
No, this trailer is what sold me.
Okay,
okay. I've been cool on the Spider-Man movie. Like Homecoming was exceptional. Yeah, I love that movie. Top to bottom. Michael Keaton is in it. Robert Downey Jr. is in it.
Yes.
Yes.
Donald Glover. Yes.
And it was after
Donald Glover. Donald Glover as Aaron. I can't remember his last name.
Yes. Miles Morales' uncle. Yes. He's got a nephew who grows up near here.
Uncle, the Prowler.
Right.
Yeah.
It was after also many failed, terrible Spider-Mans. So this was a breath. That one was a breath of fresh air.
Another fun fact about Dom, because this is the episode of Fun Facts about Dom. Never seen either of the Amazing Spider-Mans with Andrew Garfield.
Is it fun or funny?
You're not missing anything. It's terrible. Cosmonaut Variety Hour has a great breakdown
of why you should never watch it.
Of why you should never watch it, and it's entertaining and also knocks it out if you ever had an inkling to maybe I should watch that. No, just watch Cosmonaut.
I think he did a good job of being punny. Like, come on, Spider-Man's punny, right? He's moving so fast. Right. He's got the spider sense. He's flipping around, but he's also got those quips. That's what I think Andrew Garfield's version of Spider-Man did.
That's the only thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's it.
So
everything else.
Far From Home, I thought was. I think Far From Home is my least favorite Marvel movie
because of
even more than
other than Thor 2.
Let's everything's
Thor
included.
2 doesn't fucking count, dude. Everything is better than Thor 2. Fucking Joss Whedon's Justice League is better than
is rated less than Thor 2.
Those people are fucking wrong, and if those people are in this podcast, we're gonna have a fucking problem. But no, and I think that's also part of the reason why I wasn't really into this movie I don't give a fuck whether Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield. I really don't care whether they're in it. We saw Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse was perfect. It was a perfect movie like that. I don't need the live action version of that unless you're going to give me Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales and all of them. I really don't care about seeing washed up Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield show up in the show. Show up in the movie. That's fine. That's cool. I know people are really excited about that. I'm more excited about the fact that maybe Matt Murdock's in it from fucking Daredevil, and Charlie Cox is incredible.
If Charlie Cox shows up, you're going to hear an audible squeal from me. Period.
Yeah.
From across the city.
It's going to be so loud.
What was that?
Well, what really sold me on this was that there's a lot more Doctor Strange in it than kind of initially thought out.
Yes.
This scene of the picture. So I don't know if you know this. They put out a clip of this scene right after the trailer. The one where he knocks him out of the body.
Oh.
Yeah, they put out a clip of it, and you got to be careful
if it's okay with everybody else.
Edits of this bullshit.
I'm gonna do a little something here. I'm just gonna let it play. There's no audio here, but as you granted, if you're watching on a stream, the point is we're not trying to show you the trailer. You can see it, so we're adding commentary and thoughts. So while it's playing, but the point is,
and we're not no TOS.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not. We don't. This is not our product. However, to your point,
right,
Dom, when he knocks his astral form out of him.
Yeah.
Tell me that was not the first thing you paused when you're like, what was that? Was that a web touching his leg?
Right. Everybody thought it was. It's not. So they put out a clip of that after, and it's not. It's his own web because there's 2 portals, and it's his own web going through the portals. Now, the scene that we're going to talk about is the fucking where the Brazilian people, the Brazilian Marvel team, fucked up and put this little extra clip in it, and it's Spider-Man swinging at Sandman, Lizard, and Electro, and Lizard just gets punched by something.
Yeah.
Like right there.
Oh,
he gets hit by something.
Look at his face. My favorite thing online was like, "Oh, it's Ant-Man." I was like, "That makes a lot of sense."
That's what everybody was saying.
At the same time, though, now it's definitely not
the whole, but
it's not, dude. It's definitely It's definitely Maguire or Garfield. They're definitely in this movie. It's the worst kept secret in Hollywood.
Yep.
I do love Alfred Molina coming back as Doc Ock. I think that's awesome. He looks great.
He looks great.
My favorite Alfred Molina movie is Nothing Like the Holidays, which is a movie about Puerto Rican Christmas in Chicago. It's like my favorite holiday movie of all time. But a lot of people, and Mike, I'm not gonna steal this whole thing. I'm gonna let you guys talk, I promise, but I'm really excited.
No, dude. Let's go. You're the host of the show, baby.
Mike and I were talking about this. So everybody's like, this is out of character for Doctor Strange. He's probably Mephisto or something's going on with him. And like, Mike sent me a clip, a TikTok today about it. And it's absolutely true. For those of you who read the Doctor Strange comics, this is on brand Doctor Strange. He is an ass.
He is a dick.
I mean, he was portrayed that in the first film.
In the first movie. Yeah. Like, he is not just this good dude. Like, he is a dick.
Yeah. Like, if you were to say the same thing about Iron Man and like, no, they of course they've got a big ass ego. That's why the two of them were clashing so much, because even though Doctor Strange had some growing, deep down he's a big old a-hole. He's the biggest a-hole because he's got all the power. He's got the title that goes with it, and it probably got to his head. I like the theory that it has something to do with what if Doctor Strange. That would be cool.
I do like, and what if Doctor Strange was really cool, where he absorbed essentially everything in the dark.
Yeah, some people were saying that that's the Doctor Strange that is in this movie, or was in the first scene where Doctor Strange is like, yeah, I'll do this as a solid T, Spider-Man, winks at the camera or whatever. Like, that seems a little playful, little lawful evil, or maybe chaotic evil, chaotic good. I don't know.
There's so much in this trailer that's not going to show up in the movie. Or is that a complete misdirect?
I mean, honestly, at the end of the trailer, we've got like him saying, "I can't hold it." What you see is the cracks in what we can call the universe or whatever, the purple streams. It's definitely, I think there's a parallel between that and the timelines we see in Loki, right? Those little bit of bands of maybe that's what we're seeing. We've got What If that also shows those different timelines and universes that are spidering out, and which would be a great segue at the end. Doctor Strange. He gets snapped into his multiverse of madness. He can't hold it, and now he's gone. And the same thing. I haven't seen anybody really talk out loud about it. My favorite thing, even in the still shot we've got up now, we're seeing a slight side of the Captain America shield that basically, to me, is like the new Statue of Liberty.
Oh yeah,
it's
right.
Awesome. Even if this is like, okay, this is not our New York. Tom Holland is in a pocket universe where all the people who have been killed by Spider-Man show up, and now he's, instead of the Statue of Liberty, it's Captain America statue like being built. That kind of stuff. There's so many ways to go with it, and that's why there may be no way home for Tom Holland, who this is supposed to be his final Spider-Man appearance, which would make total sense. So.
According to him, it's his final Spider-Man appearance.
I mean, let's be honest.
But I think
there's a dollar amount that anybody would take,
No, but I think Mike said that he's obligated to at least one more ensemble movie.
Oh, that could be it. That could be it. That could be the last one. I think
this ain't an ensemble movie.
I just want.
That's true.
This is a stand.
Come on, you want a multiverse of madness where all of a sudden, Doctor Strange shows up in several different things. Also, a universe where Spider-Man / Tom Holland is also in the DC universe, and we see Henry Cavill, and we see Ben Affleck, and then you suck that in something else. Or Evil Dead, you get Bruce Campbell playing our favorite guy ever.
Let's throw a little bit of Street Fighter the movie in there as well.
Boom.
I want all of the things to clash.
I want Dominic dressed as Guile. Can we get that hair? I just want flat top.
Oh, if only we could. If only
the war's been canceled. You can all go home.
I'd pay for that.
Yes. Tell me more, Dom. Come on. Don't pause. The war's been canceled.
I'm going to get in my boat.
So good.
Oh, one more thing I wanted to point out about that scene where you see Croc get punched. It doesn't seem like Sandman, Electro, and Croc are going towards Spider-Man.
No, it looks like not.
Yeah, they're looking below and Electro above.
There's definitely another 2 Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's so obvious.
Anybody with a piece of yarn could have been like, "Oh, that's where their eye line is." It's just this isn't right.
Yeah. It's the worst kept secret and the most fabricated secret, especially when you see all the stuff that Andrew Garfield interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm not in the movie. And Tobey Maguire hasn't really said that, or he's just like, I might be in the movie, but who knows?
Yeah.
The other thing that kind of gets me about these movies is that they don't push the story forward that much.
How so?
Homecoming didn't really push the Marvel story forward. Far From Home definitely didn't push the story forward. It's the first time they mentioned the word multiverse, but I actually don't even think that that's true because I think Doctor Strange mentioned it first. So
I think it's a side effect of how small the stakes are, which I actually like about Spider-Man, the movies that Marvel has been doing.
It's neighborhood friendly
because
it's not galaxy.
Yeah, the whole end of the world. You had your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. It was small, contained, and probably the side effect is. It might not feel important in the grand scheme of things, but as a movie, seeing the Michael, spoiler alert, of Far From Home, Michael Keaton was the twist.
Or Homecoming, yeah.
Homecoming.
Michael Keaton
so fucking great.
Homecoming was great. I loved Homecoming.
You guys know that today he was quoted as saying he's doing some.
He's going to be in another Marvel movie.
I'm doing some Vulture filming today.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it's got to be. It's got to be Doctor Strange. It has to be Doctor Strange.
I mean, or he was also in Mobius already, right? He's already been in the trailer for Mobius.
He is in Mobius, yeah.
And he's like, "Hey,
Mike says I'd love to see Emma Stone show up as Spider-Gwen." That would change the tone of the movie for me if that was the case. If Andrew Garfield really wasn't in the movie and they brought in Gwen Stacy as the multiverse thing to come in, that would be cool. I don't see it happening. I think it's going to be Andrew Garfield.
Come on, man. How great would it be if Andrew Garfield is dead and Emma Stone shows up as Spider-Gwen?
That'd be sweet.
And then they do a cutback, and it's actually Spider-Gwen that doesn't save Andrew Garfield, not the other way around. Spoiler alert, but it's a shitty movie. So
which is why Andrew Garfield's okay with
Stacey dies.
Right.
But at the same time, imagine if that was the parallel. We did a little bit of flip,
sweet.
And Andrew Garfield is he's throwing because Toby's done a great job, like he always does, shutting his mouth. But Andrew Garfield, he's a little sprinkle. He's just trying to get a shine because he's not. He might not be in it. Imagine if that was it. That was his little bit of I'm getting my shine on because nobody's going to care in 2 or 3 weeks, and all of a sudden Emma Stone's Spider-Gwen.
Well, he's about to get a lot of angry people in his inbox.
Oh, I love the tinfoil hat, man. Everybody, the tinfoil hat people that are breaking this trailer down, where you got tinfoil hat.
We going fresh. We going a fresh hat today, boys.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
If I'm going to put on a tinfoil hat, I'm going for Spider-Pig. I want Spider-Pig in, and if it doesn't show up, at least in an after-credit cut stinger, I riot.
I mean,
bring on who is the voice of Spider-Pig? I can't remember.
John Mulaney.
John Mulaney. Oh my God.
Let's bring John Mulaney back.
Spider Llama.
That's smart.
I don't
John
care.
Mulaney needs some good press.
Imagine like Spider-Pig was going to be in this, but John Mulaney didn't want to be that close to.
Wait, was there something with John Mulaney that I don't know?
No, John Mulaney did nothing wrong. John Mulaney went to rehab.
He openly had a problem and went
Munn.
and got He openly had a problem. He went and got help for it.
He got help.
Had relations.
Got divorced.
Yeah.
Knocked up Olivia Munn.
Oh.
And then broke up with Olivia Munn.
Wow.
I would call that.
Well then,
living your best life.
living your life.
I think it's because John Mulaney is from Chicago. He's a Chicago Bears fan. He knows that Olivia Munn and Aaron Rodgers used to date, so he thus hates the Packers. And he's had a long-term hatred. And now he's like, "This is my big middle finger to you." Gotcha.
That's a lot of jumps.
I'm wearing a tinfoil hat, man.
That's a lot. Yeah, you are.
There's no logic here,
true.
brother. All right. The minute I take it off, it's like he's a man.
Who I was talking
he likes
to.
attractive women, and he did a good job. But I digress.
When are the X-Men gonna show up in the fucking Marvel universe? For the love of God!
Do I gotta pull up more tinfoil?
Time knows.
I just don't. I don't know how to unwrap this. I can't. What's it about?
I think this movie looks cool. I'm really excited to see it. I think that it comes out in December. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really excited that that's happening. I'm more excited for Hawkeye because I like the ability to. I just read Mike's thing. John Mulaney helped Pete Davidson kick his drug habit, but in reality, they switch bodies like Freaky Friday style. You're absolutely right, Mike.
Yep. True.
Yeah.
That's the real crossover.
Yeah, my whole fucking train of thought just got blown out the water by that.
Good night, everybody.
Just when I think chat is done for the night, they bring me back in.
Oh fuck!
God.
No, I like that the series are building to the Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Yeah. So because you have Madam Hydra is in Falcon and the Winter Soldier and recruits the U.S. agent.
AKA Julie Louis-Dreyfus.
Her
girl.
Julie Louis-Dreyfus, Elaine Bennis. And for those of you who haven't seen Black Widow, spoiler alert, the end credits scene.
I got a button.
Big
Spoiler banner now. Go. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Black Widow, the end credit scene in Black Widow, Madam Hydra shows up again to recruit Yelena Belova, the sister of Black Widow. Abomination is in Shang-Chi.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Which I finally got to see. Oh, man. Oof.
Yo. God,
and he's
what a good movie, right?
And he's semi, like, understanding, like, coherent. Like, he's not just, like, a brute. Like, he's, like, Wong's like, we've got to work on it. Like, that whole dialogue, I was like, yes, this is awesome.
Yeah. Venom is now been... has anybody seen Let There Be Carnage?
You can spoil it. I don't care.
Cool.
I'll watch it.
The end credit scene in Let There Be Carnage, Venom like phases into the Marvel universe.
Right. That's
and,
what yeah.
So they're they're building it sounds like they're building the Thunderbolts, which is really cool. You also have the Young Avengers being built as well.
What are the Thunderbolts again?
So the Thunderbolts
they're
named after
like the Dark Avengers.
It's also named after General Thunderbolt Ross, aka Betty Ross, her dad, who the reason he becomes a part of the Thunderbolts is because he's dying, he's ill. You can see that in Black Widow, where he's looking sickly as shit, and even Black Widow herself, Natasha Romanoff, is like, you don't look so well. Good. He's like, yeah, I'm well enough or whatever.
What she meant by that.
He ends up becoming his own Hulk, the Red Hulk, and becomes a part of the Thunderbolt team.
Right.
Yeah. So they're definitely building to the Thunderbolts.
Awesome.
There's a lot. Like, it seems like what Marvel's doing right now is they're building the cosmic threat and story, and then they're building the home-based local threat and story. Mm-hmm. Right. And I'm interested to see what the villain is going to be for the local home-based threat and story. Because, like, the cosmic villain, everybody's saying it's King the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror is probably going to be the next Loki, where he's going to lead into the major threat. They're setting it up for Galactus. I'm sure Galactus is going to be the main threat. You know, we have some crazy casting in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, you know, where he could possibly be Norrin Rad, who's the Silver Surfer, you know, who's the Herald of Galactus, which would be fucking amazing.
I'm cutting glass now.
You know, and when you watch Eternals, you know, and all that, you can start to see that as well.
Actually, nice. By the way, the Mahaffey already called it out, and I wanted to mention. I don't know if you guys saw the clip earlier. Haley Steinfeld was asked a question about the Young Avengers and this kind of group interview, and instead of answering anything, which is also the good move, instead of just going, "Huh," which is the best move, she does a full 180 turn to look up, not just behind her, but up in like the next level up at Kevin Feige, who first of all knows you don't flinch, bitch. You just don't move.
Yeah.
And she looks up at him, makes direct eye contact, and the freeze frame of him going like, "If you fucking breathe right
bitch,
now,
what are you doing?" Yeah.
Mahaffey calls it his death stare. I think if he could have erased her from existence in that moment, he would have done it. Like that to me was the moment of like, you just fucking. You might as well have just said, yeah, of course, obviously. Man. That's why I might get sued / stabbed right now by Kevin Feige. Like,
there are so many holes in the MCU secret ship right now.
It's the younger people too.
I'm living for all of the and Kevin Feige, I imagine
I don't have enough
half of Kevin Feige's day
somehow manifest the stare he gave. Like it was so evil. He was like, "Are you kidding?"
I imagine Kevin Feige just being like, waking up, looking on Twitter, and be like, "The fuck did Tom Holland say today?"
Dude.
And they did the reaction video. Like Marvel pulled out the reaction video, and like Tom Holland almost slips up during that, where he's like, they're watching it. It's the scene with Lizard and everybody, and he's like, "Hey, wait, where's the?" And then stops.
Yeah.
And then like Zendaya is like this.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. Man. Like it's so bad. And you're wondering, like you're going like, dude, you just have to play to the screen. You don't have to even like give extra. Because everything's
just
extra.
Shut the fuck up.
You know they have entire teams of coaches that are like this base is not covered. Like they were prepared for. They must have been prepared for this.
Right.
So
they
bad.
must have been prepared.
So bad.
But you know.
And for those that don't know, Haley Steinfeld, she's obviously she's in the new Hawkeye show that's coming out on Thanksgiving, and she's basically Kate Bishop. She's taking over as the successor to Hawkeye. So, which again, we've already talked about Hawkeye at length and how this is kind of slowly introducing the fact that Hawkeye is going deaf and the legacy he's leaving with Kate Bishop. Like it's exciting to see. But man, damn, I mean, come on, man. Like, how do you
honestly
blow that?
Those moments?
How do you blow that?
Those moments, the blowing of it, honestly, I think are also scripted. I'm saying it. It's impossible. It's impossible for the amount of money that's behind this for something like that to happen. Scripted. Where's the foil,
sure
man?
Some
Where's
of
the
it
foil? Hand me
I'm sure some of
it
is.
My Happy definitely just
Tom Holland just letting shit slip by accident on the Tonight Show is Tom Holland being like a 20-year-old.
Yeah,
that's like, oh my god, I get to play Spider-Man.
At the same time, then you go the other end. To be fair, as a person who's got more gray in their hair than I do, Mike whatever in the chat says Michael Keaton never knows what set he's on. He's asking about his Hawk character while on the Flash set. He's not spilling any secrets. The thing is, though, if you just follow him around long enough, I bet he's probably going to give you every secret. Like he doesn't know. And I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay. I've been watching the show Dope Sick on Hulu, and he's been fantastic as the doctor who's been giving out OxyContin. By the way, also playing across from the character or an actor who's going to be our new Adam Warlock. And even better, they filmed parts of that whole show in Richmond, outside of my 9-to-5 workplace. Yeah.
No shit.
Awesome. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Several scenes take place in RVA, including Rosario Dawson, who was she's playing a character that's based in Richmond because of the FBI office here in Richmond.
Man, I love her.
Dude,
I love Rosario
if you got a time to watch a movie about narcotics and you love Rosario Dawson, you love Michael Keaton, and I mean just look at the episode. I mean, so many good actors. Dope Sick.
Amazon.
What show is it? Dope Sick.
Hulu.
Dope. Yeah, you're right. Dope Sick. Super good. Michael Keaton is definitely the big draw, but it's all about the opioid epidemic and epidemic. Yeah. Probably.
Last time I saw Rosario Dawson was in Mandalorian, and it like rekindled.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you not saying Alexander. I'm so proud of you.
I thought he was going to say Alexander. I really thought he was going to say Alexander.
I'm not a D-gen. Like, Jesus Christ.
I am.
But now I'm thinking about it. I'll be honest. I'm thinking about it.
I'm a D-gen. I told you how I'm trying to bet like on the Pats tonight with me 5Gs. Let's go. But I digress.
So I think that about wraps us up here this
on that note.
On that note.
We made it in record time.
This episode brought to you by gambling.
You know what you never have to gamble on? This show being entertaining as shit. I love it. Thank you so much, Dom. Dominic, you might have to host next week, man. We might have to start
we'll see.
Like swapping units of 10 or 5. Yeah, man, this is good. To me, I'm
down to host.
It was relieving, but also you did a great job. Sean,
bravo.
Pepper you in on like episode 50 as a host just to see what kind of Yahtzee you want to be there. But
I'll give a shot. Yeah, I might get a little loaded before, but be prepared for TOS to be violated.
Hey, it's a good thing I got that spoiler banner up because, do I really need it? Let's be honest.
About to spoil all these facts. Yeah. Thank you for having me. Eat a bunch of turkey. Go to Wawa and get that gobbler sandwich. I know I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Smash that subscribe button. Had a blast.
Bye.
Bye.